Good morning, and thank you so much for joining us for SBB Live. I am your host and the publisher of Seniors Blue Book, Amanda Barton. Excited today to bring on some of our long-standing partners over at Springwood Court. We have Miss Frances Gray with us, and also joining the team is Mary Jenkinson. How are you, ladies, this morning?
Great.
Good
Happy
morning.
Monday.
Good morning.
You both know I have a very bad habit of butchering last names, so I'm sorry, Mary. It's not Jenkinson, it's Jenkins.
But I figured Kelly's a cousin. We're all related some way or another, right?
That's right. We're all in healthcare, so shout out to Kelly Jenkinson as well, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
All right. Well, this
Exactly.
morning we are just going to be talking about Springwood Court, what's going on over there, and introducing Mary to the community. So, ladies, take it away. Tell me a little bit about yourselves and your background, what led you into the senior living arena, and then what's going on in the community.
Well, I'll start first. Again, obviously my name's Frances, and I've been here for 22 years. How I got into healthcare was through the hospital based in New Jersey, and then made my way down to Florida and found Springwood Court, and I've been here ever since. It's very rewarding. Didn't think I would ever find myself being in senior living this long, but it really is. It's challenging. It's rewarding, and I just love it. Springwood has been here for almost 35 years. So we're kind of steady Eddie people here. We have a wonderful longevity with our staff, not only myself, but our frontline staff, which is unusual in the industry. And we wanted to welcome Mary on board with us. So we're very happy to have Mary as our new sales director. And I'll let Mary speak.
But I'm not new to
No.
the industry. But, it's exciting to be here because, as we all know, there's a lot of changes in the industry right now, companies, acquisitions, whatever. And I met Fran years ago, but, lost touch because we're all working with different products and so forth. But then just kind of re-cementing that relationship, I'll tell you, it's a wonderful opportunity to be with an organization that has that stability, but it's also the comfort, the feeling of this community is unlike any I've been in, and I've been in a few. So I think this is just a really good fit for all of us. It's so I've only been here a short time, but I feel like I've known these folks for a very long time. And the families too. When they walk through the door, they're like, oh my gosh, I can always talk to Fran whenever I need something. So this is a very open door type environment. And you don't find that too often in this industry. So yay, glad to be here.
You're right. You don't. And you're small and quaint. Talk to me about the property itself, how many apartments you have, maybe some updates on availability. And Mary, I know you also have like a personal story that brought you into the industry. And it's always really good to hear somebody's why. So tell me a little bit about your why and what's happening over there at Springwood.
Well, that's a good point, Amanda. I got in the industry literally by just osmosis because I had a grandmother that was in skilled nursing I don't want to say how far back because that might date me, but way back when. And I said to myself, wow, through socialization and personal care, many of the clients there were thriving and some were not. And I thought, well, I'm not a clinical person, but how could I help? How could I be a part of life after 55, 60, 65, the retirement ages, and then watching people with care needs change and not being able to know what to do, how to implement that move, what does that take, what are questions to ask. I just feel fortunate to be a part of an industry that really changes people's lives, not just the client, but the whole family. So that to me is the reward. It's not about, monetary compensation is great, but it's really about seeing the difference that every single person in this industry can make, whether you're sales or clinical or whoever you might be. So my grandmother, I attribute to getting me interested in the industry, if you will. And then other family members followed suit. So here we go today.
Yeah.
And then here at Springwood, being an intimate setting, we're 85 apartments, studios, and 1 bedrooms. Right now, seems to me, and I think other folks can attest to this, there's been a flurry of interest, and I think it's after COVID. Loved ones have been isolated and maybe just don't have the opportunity to get with their family members. So now we're getting a multitude of families are saying, wow, I haven't seen mom in 12 months or 6 months. Things have changed a little bit. Let's talk about seriously making that move. And so because we're an intimate setting, we're probably the most, cost-effective opportunity. And right now, here's an example. Fran, we just had a studio apartment open up this past week that's starting at $2,400. And that's without level of care. But that, I think, services part of the population that may not be able to afford some of those continuums of care that are more expensive. So we're a very unique niche. And I think that's what makes us resonate with families that, maybe some of the other opportunities don't fit.
No, I couldn't agree more. It's an affordable option. It's centrally located right here on 41 in, I would say, kind of South Fort Myers.
Yeah,
it's a very unique building because I think that every time I've been there, your residents are always so excited and happy. It's just a really, really good community, and you ladies do such a great job. Anything that you have going on as far as events that you want to talk about today?
Well, one campaign that we are doing, or should I say the Ladies Club or the Springwood Divas, they are gathering from outside families and professionals, hygiene supplies, tissues and things of that nature, because we're going to make care packages for the homeless. So when we have gathered all of these items, they will package them, and then we're going to bring them to the Salvation Army and the Lee County Homeless Coalition. So there are other campaigns coming down the pike too, with children, also with the elderly. They're really excited about giving back to the community and being thankful for what we have, and giving back to folks that are not as fortunate as we are.
Yeah, and that just goes to attest to what I was just saying. Your residents are amazing. You guys are amazing. And I love the name Springwood Divas. It is awesome.
Yes. Yeah, they did that. They came up with that name.
Well,
yes.
And I think that's just a testament to them, because many of the activities here are resident run. If they want to get together and play cards, they instigate it. So we're taking advantage of that. We have what I'll call ambassadors, those folks that speak our commercial for us. So on the 28th of this month, we're going to have a little get together. We're calling it mocktails with our residents, and we're inviting some prospective residents that we think would mesh really well together. So it's just an opportunity to make new friends and check out Springwood Court and see how much fun it is. Assisted living is fun, people.
Yes. So. All right. So the 28th, hope to see everyone there. And ladies, I appreciate your time this morning. I appreciate you coming on the show. And
thank you.
Anybody that has any questions for Fran or Mary, just put them in the chat and we'll make sure they get answered.
Thanks. All right.